I tried to call him, he didn't answer. I messaged him, he didn't answer, and so that's when I heard about it. I heard about it in Melbourne when I was waiting for my flight to Christchurch.
And when did you know that he wasn't going to be coming home?
Actually, when I arrived in Christchurch, Amjad's niece and her husband, with my boys, they picked me up from the airport, and I asked to go straight to the mosque because I wanted to make sure that he wasn't there. I went there to look for his car, but of course the area was, cordoned. We couldn't have access. So I walked along the side, in the park to look for his car. I couldn't see it. I know the spot that he always parked his car in. It wasn't there, and I thought maybe he didn't go to the mosque, but I had doubts, but where else would he be? So nobody saw him. Nobody. He always went in quietly, prayed quietly and left immediately after the prayer. So I'm not sure if, I haven't heard, all the people who we asked, they didn't see him.
And what have you been told by the officials, by the police or by anyone about when you might be able to bury your husband?
I think they said that the bodies will be released last night they said that there will be one body to be released last night, and within the next 2 to 3 days they will release the rest of the bodies, and probably the mass burial will be on Fridays, but we're not sure. We are still not sure.
The not knowing, Hanan, how are you coping with that?
The uncertainty is horrible. I can't describe my emotions. It's all locked in.
What do you mean by that? When you say it's all locked in?
I still can't believe what had happened. I still can't believe that he's gone. I heard about the 4 critical cases at the ICU, and I thought, and that they were unidentified, and I had hope. But
you wanted one of them to be him?
At least, yeah. Even if he's seriously injured, I hoped, but I asked my victim support, the policeman, and he said that those critically injured cases were identified. So, yeah, it's hard. I had hope, but it's. I don't think he's alive. I don't think he's made it. I don't think so. The whole process. It's telling me that he is not here. He's not with us. He's not alive.
This must be so horribly hard for your family, but more so you were coming home thinking...
I know.
Oh, Hanan, it's all right, we're stopping. You thought you were coming home to see your husband?
After the meeting at Hagley College, I came home. That was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was met by his mother first, grieving, crying, and then his brother. Never seen his brother crying before, and his tears were rolling down. You never seen him crying before. And she said, "Where is Amjad? I thought you would bring him with you." And I didn't know what to say. I couldn't say anything. I just cried and came in and looked at the place, and she said that he called me every day, you know, at 6 o'clock New Zealand time. He gave me a call and he told me about what he did around the house, what he did in the garden, what he did with the boys. So, except for the day I was supposed to leave, I sent him a message to tell him that I'm going to the airport in half an hour. I will not be able to talk to you because I will not have internet, you know. So he sent me back a message saying, have a safe journey and I will see you soon. And yeah, and that was the last time I heard from him. And when I came back home, and she said that he worked very, very hard to keep the place clean and tidy, waiting for his bride to come. And
after 23 years, he still wanted to impress you.
Yeah. And he was trying really, really very hard. He did. He was a very good man, very kind man. Yeah.
A man who didn't deserve this. Nobody did.
No, he didn't do anything wrong. They used to call him the saint back in Qatar. They used to call him the saint. And I said, the saint, wow, why the saint? He said, I don't know, you have to ask them. Nobody said, he never said, he never hurt anyone. He never said anything bad. He didn't swear, he didn't shout, he was a saint. He was a saint. And I'm sure everybody who knew him would say the same thing about him. He was the perfect man. He was the perfect man. It's a big loss. It's a big loss.